let's get this surface area test corrected. I skipped number 1 because that was just a matching question. This one is about a cylinder, and it tells me that it wants me to find the lateral surface area for the cylinder. And it told me to use this formula, so 2 pi RH. Alright, I'm given this net, that's just the cylinder unfolded. This 7 is my diameter, so the radius is going to be 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. So when I plug this thing in, it's going to be 2 times pi times 3.5 times 9. Let me go grab a calculator. Okay. You finished? All right, great. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to use my calculator, sorry about that, and I'm going to do 2 times pi times 3.5 times 9. And I get 100.5. And that is meters squared. It should be 3.5 times that. All right. Number 3, what is the height of this prism? This is a triangular prism. So that means the bases are triangles. So that means that my height has to be that number that has nothing to do with the triangular base. Here's my base. Alright, and my other base is back here, this matching triangle back here. So the number that has nothing to do with either of these triangles is that 10. My height equals 10. Number 4, using the same prism pictured here, tell me what the perimeter is. The perimeter is the distance around this triangle. The distance around the triangle would be 15 plus 9, and this length right here is the same as this length right here. It's a 12. So my perimeter equals 15 plus 9 plus 12. Oops. I just realized something. I never hit enter up here. Sorry about that. 2 times pi times 3.5 times 9 is 197.9. And that's about 198, which is the answer choice on your test. Sorry about that. All right, and then 15 plus 9 plus 12, that equals 36. That's my P. I got my H, I got my P. Now it wants me to find the area of the base. The triangular base is base times height divided by 2. So the base and the height of this triangle, you're going to look for the right angle, because the base and the height have to be perpendicular to each other. They have to be the two sides forming the right angle. So this is 9 times 12 divided by 2. If you put that into your calculator, 9 times 12 divided by 2, you get 54. So my base is 54, my perimeter is 36, my height is 10. Okay, the next one says, using those answers that we just got, so we've already found that our perimeter was 36, our height was 10, and our base was 54. Those were our answers to this was number number 4. Yep. This was number 4. This was the answer to number 3. And this is the answer to number 5. Okay? So now we fill in our formula. pH plus 2B. So P is 36 times 10 plus 2 times 54. I'll put that into my calculator. 36 times 10 plus 2 times 54. 468 should have been your answer. Okay? Number 7, rectangular prism has a length of 11, a width of 5, and it says that its height is double its width. My width is 5, so I'm going to do 5 times 2 for my height. So my height equals 10. Okay? So, what is the height of the prism? 5 times 2 equals 10. This is your height. Okay? Down here, use the same description as in number 7. So we've still got a length of 11 and a width of 5. And we already said that the height equals 10. But remember, once I identify the height, I don't need it anymore. I'm not going to use that number 10 to find the perimeter or the base. So I gave you a hint here. I said draw a picture of the base. It's a rectangular prism, so the base is going to be a rectangle. The length is 11, the width is 5. So the perimeter would be 2 11s plus 2 5s. This is 22 plus 10, 32 is my perimeter. Number 9, same figure. I said draw a picture of the base. It's the same base as in number 8, so it's an 11 by 5. And the area of the base would be length times width. 11 times 5, which equals 55. There's my H. There's my P. There's my B. The next question is asking you to use those numbers. So we got P, H, and B. The first thing we found was our height, number 10. That was on number 7. The next thing we found on number 8 was our perimeter, which was 32. And then number 9, we got the area of our base was 55. Then you plug in your formula, pH plus 2B. 32 times 10 plus 2 times 55. 32 times 10 plus 2 times 55. 430 should have been the answer. Not sure the units. Millimeters. Alright, number 11, the diagram shows a triangular prism. What additional dimensions are needed to find the surface area of the prism? I need a perimeter, I need a height, and I need the area of the base. It's not asking me to solve, but the height of the figure is 5, right? The perimeter of the figure, this looks like an equilateral triangle, so I could add. Now the area of the base, I need base times height divided by 2. The base of the triangle is 15, but what is this length right here? That's the height of the triangle, and I don't know what it is. I am missing the height. I cannot find the area of the triangular base without the height of the triangle. All right, lateral surface area. I even gave you the formula. 2 times pi times r times h. So fill it in. 2 times pi times 2 times 3. 2 times pi times 2 times 3. Oops. times 3. You get 37.7. And that's centimeters squared. All right, 13, we've got another triangular prism. We are dealing with this triangular base. And it even tells me, y'all, read this question. It tells me the perimeter is 40. It tells me the height is 10. And it tells me the area of the base is 60. They already did all the work for me. All I have to do is fill this in. 40 times 10 plus 2 times 60. I didn't have to go find anything. They told me what it was. 40 times 10 plus 2 times 60. 520. And the last one, approximate surface area of the cylinder. So my formula is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. I gave it to you right here. And I told you to find the radius first because this is the diameter. The radius is going to be 4 divided by 2, which equals 2. So when I plug this in, it's 2 times pi times 2 times the height, which is 6, plus 2 times pi times 2 squared. Type that all in. 2 times pi times 2 times 6 plus 2 times pi times 2 squared. 100.5. And that's centimeters squared. And that is your corrections for the surface area test.